Hi there, and welcome to Tuesdays with Joe, where you ask your most burning UX questions and I answer them. Let's get right to it. Today's question comes from Herb, who says, I'm a 15-year career web developer brought in to rein in a project that's underperforming. What I want to know is there a nice way to introduce planning and the need for defining things in UX work upfront in the project to stakeholders who are so far very resistant to that? I thought you might have some experience with this, and any help on positioning would be greatly appreciated. I am the typical low people skills developer who normally comes across as being demanding. So here's the deal, Herb. First of all, you're not alone. There are probably hundreds of thousands of developers, designers, UX folks across the world, quite frankly, who struggle with the same thing you're struggling with, and that is convincing managers or executives or product owners that UX work is necessary, that it needs to be done, that it is a strategic part of creating products that people are actually willing to use. You're not alone, and the reason you're not alone is because those folks who are responsible for approval, right? Your managers, your executives, your product owners, whoever it may be, they typically see UX work, usability work, UI even to some degree, as a cost, as an expense, as opposed to an investment. Think about the difference for a second. A cost is, I have to spend this money and it's sort of something I have to do and I'm probably not happy about it and it's gonna, take money out of my pocket. An investment is, I'm going to give this now, but I'm going to get something back later. Okay, big difference. So your core task in winning these battles and convincing people that the work needs to happen, that it matters, that it's important, is to convince them that this is an investment. How do you do that? Well, you do that by connecting the work that you are proposing to do, all the things that you're suggesting that they undertake. You have to connect those things to money, one way or another. Money made, money saved. Okay, you're essentially asking two questions. What is the cost to us if we don't solve these problems, right? Or what is the potential profit or benefit financially in some way if we do solve these problems? And I'll give you an example. About 6 months ago, I worked with an organization who had a 90-day free trial of their software. The deal was customers tried it free for 90 days. This is enterprise software. And at the end, the idea was that they would sign up for one of three packages. They would experience it for 90 days, go, wow, this is awesome, I can't believe we lived without it, and sign up. And therefore, the money would come to the organization. However, what happened was roughly 82%, I think, of those people who signed up and took the free trial just bailed after 90 days. They quit, they left. They left all the data they entered, they left their profiles, they just quit using it and disappeared. They didn't sign up, they didn't bother to tell the company why, they didn't want to use it, they just sort of left. So the product owner is the person that brought me into the product and said, we've got a problem here, we don't really know where the problem is, we just know we need to solve it, we're getting pressure from management to do something to increase conversion, can you help us? So he and I put our heads together, and I sat with the team, and we put our heads together, came up with a plan to dig into possible UX issues. Okay, why weren't people continuing the trial? Why did they not find it valuable? Why were they bailing out, and why were they not bothering to tell anybody? All told, okay, this work was, I believe, somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000 worth of work. A lot of face time, me working with the team for an extended period of time. When it came time to convince the executives that this was worth doing, there was a lot of resistance. Okay, and they said that's an inordinate amount of money. Why would we ever spend that much? We've never done that in the past. Why would we start now? That's crazy. There's no way it can cost that much. The question I asked them, which changed the temperature of the conversation, was this: how much potential revenue do those 83% of people who did not continue the trial, how much money does that represent to you that's been lost as a result of those people not going down the path and continuing on with you? Okay, how much money are you leaving on the table? The answer was somewhere upwards of $250 million. Okay, that's a lot of potential revenue. And for people, executives, managers, product owners, whoever, who are somehow responsible for performance, right? Their neck is on the chopping block to some degree. They're responsible for making money. It's why they have a job. That was a game changer. That was a conversation changer. You can see the temperature in the room change. So they went away, they thought about it, and I got a call back a week later that said, we want to do this. Why? Because a $30,000 investment on a possible, $250 million return is a no-brainer. That's money well spent, right? To find out what exactly is going on and what we need to solve and what exactly we need to do, instead of guessing. Okay, we could throw features and functions at this all day long. It doesn't mean the problem is going to go away, right? Because we don't know what it is. So, again, the thing that has to happen is you have to convince them that doing this or not doing this is in their benefit financially in some way. You can talk about usability principles all day long. You can talk about the reasons why good user experience creates happy customers and valuable relationships and makes people feel like they're taken care of, and all these wonderful things that we talk about when we talk about design and UX and usability. None of it will cut any ice. None of it will get them to agree to anything until you can connect it to dollars and cents. How is this going to hurt us if we don't do it? How is it going to help us if we do? Okay? Try that out. Drop me a line. Let me know how it goes. And I wish you much success in any event. Until next time, I hope you remember to give good UX.